Hey there, Supalama here. Today I've got a pick review that's been long overdue. I got these picks way back before I had moved to my new location, and the first opening package video I did, I was very tired, and I thought about uploading it a few times, and in the end obviously decided to scrap it and try again, because in my eyes the review I did didn't do justice to what these picks should get. I was sent these picks by Locknewbie21 probably 2 or 3 months ago now. They are double-sided picks. Double-sided picks. Don't know why my tripod fell. And as far as I know, no two sides are duplicates of anything. Most of this is for SPP, which is good. I'm a big fan of SPP, minus the Bogota rake on one side here. I've never had a Bogota, so I don't have anything to compare the Bogota to. Actually, let me get the light over a little bit more. That might be a little bit better. Yeah, I don't have anything to compare the Bogota to, unfortunately. But the majority of the rest of the picks here I can compare to. All these picks are 25 thousandths thick. As you see them is how I get them. They came with the heat shrink tubing, I believe, that's on it, and it's actually quite a decent thickness on it. Not too bad in the hand. My only issue that I would say is I probably want the handles a little bit bigger. I personally have rather small hands, but I know a lot of other pickers do have larger hands, and that could cause an issue. But 25 thousandths, very nice, good and durable. It'll get through quite a lot of locks. We have the DeForest Diamond. We have I believe to be a medium hook. These might be copies or redesigns, or maybe a little bit of the same similar shape as the Peterson style tools, from that shape and this shape here. This is a bit of a shallower hook. Half diamond. You get a bit of a sweep rake here, or a sweep pick. You get a bit of a higher hook, maybe a bit shallow. It's actually kind of reminiscent of the Peterson gem, which I like because I love the gem for Medico key pin rotating. And it almost does look pretty well the same dimensions. The front face is a little bit shallower though, so I haven't tried using this in a Medico yet, but I might, now that I've realized that that end is a bit shorter. We've got a DeForest ball, and then the Bogota. I'm not much of a raker. I don't think I've ever raked anything willingly, really. So I don't think I've ever used the Bogota, but a lot of people who use the Bogota really rave about it. I don't have anything low security that isn't a challenge lock on hand that I could test right away. I do have some other picks here I can compare to. Most of my other stuff is Southord, just because I pretty well get that cheap. So there is Southord's, I think that's the steep hook there, and that's pretty well the same shape. The only difference is these tips are a little bit sharper. The half diamond is actually a decent size. It looks like a smaller size as opposed to my my half diamond. I think that's the large half diamond from Southord. Yeah, no, I've used these picks quite a bit here and there on locks that you know, might need a different shape as opposed to what my own picks can provide as is, and they work just fine. You know, a lock pick is a lock pick. Some shapes work, some shapes don't in certain locks. It's always good to have different profiles, even though it's the same design, such as a DeForest diamond. But as you can see, where's the DeForest here? The Southord DeForest diamond is swept up a little bit more shallow, I guess I could say, whereas Locknewbie's is a little bit sharper. It just suddenly upkeeps, and then you have your your diamond there. But the diamond tip itself is also much smaller, so you can get into some tighter stuff there too, which I found. I know that works pretty good in Wink House locks. They've got some notoriously tight keyways. I will leave a link in the description for Locknewbie's website. I believe it's still up. Locknewbie, if you do happen to see this, again, sorry for the very long wait. I have a lot of things I have to do in the background. A lot of backlog that I need to get through, so I'm going to see if I can pump. Okay, we're back. My camera cut off. I've got quite a backlog of other locks and other things I've had to do, and of course setting up my life again in a new place. So that's really all I can think of. They're good picks. I don't remember what the price is on them. They're relatively well priced for what you get, as far as I remember. If I recall, he's going, or already has, made a set for purely raking as well as purely SPP. So I think there might be a kit with something other than the Bogota at the other end. But other than that, these picks work great. I don't keep them with me as EDC because I have a set of spare Southwards that I just keep in like an end mill box, and they all fit in there just fine. But if I didn't have those, I would probably spring for these instead of, say, the jackknife or something. I would consider jackknife to be a little bit less rigid due to the hinge at the joint where the tip itself would hinge on. I know some people got some good ones and they do just fine. Some people, they aren't as rigid. And every time I find someone who has a jackknife, I ask them about it. But I think I would still go for at least something like this, if not a full pick that you could, just buy out anywhere for a couple bucks. So, anyways, again, long overdue pick review. Everyone, thanks for watching.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.